It would take years for me to tell you all the amazing things I love about you. So instead, let me tell you a few things that I don't love.
Godspeed, buddy.
I don't love that it took me 29 years to find you, even though you were worth waiting every second for. I don't love that you are older than me, and therefore statistically more likely to die before me, because a world without you in it seems absolutely unbearable. I don't love that you are so good at Mario Party and always steal my stars. And I don't love that you snore, except maybe I do, because the nights without you next to me, I find myself missing the soothing sounds of a chainsaw.
All of the broken pieces of my heart.
So, Jamie and I are very happy that Taylor has found Andrew. And as you learned earlier in the ceremony, we feel that Andrew's personality does match very well with Taylor's. This was best exemplified early on when he admitted to us, and I paraphrase, I guess Taylor and I had our first fight. I'm not really sure because I didn't know we were in one. So I think that matches very well with Taylor, who, as those of you who know her, can be sometimes a whirlwind of emotions, ideas, and plans. But once you get to know her, she is exceptionally loyal, full of creative talents, and one who most importantly loves completely with her whole heart.
Congratulations. I've known Andrew for I don't know how long, but everyone that knows Andrew knows that as soon as you're friends with him, you don't know how long you've been friends with him. It just feels like he's always been there. He is a part of your family if he's in your life. Taylor, we met her last year, a year ago. She fit. She was great for Andrew. There was chemistry between them immediately. We knew that there was going to be more than just, this is Taylor, and we're extremely grateful for Taylor.
I could stand up here and talk about how the relationship between two sisters is unlike any other kind, because no one else will so ruthlessly call you a brat while you cry in her closet, tell you your outfit looks ugly, or that your boyfriend is a loser. He was. He was. And then turn around and execute extraordinary birthday parties for you. Give you free dance lessons every day for a whole summer so you'd be prepared when dance tryouts came around. Constantly be in your corner cheering you on, and love you so much sometimes it's annoying.
All right, love you guys. Love you.
Hello there. Look, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I knew you would.
I mean, you can open and look at the letter, but you don't have to read it right now if you don't want. Mom can't read hers without her glasses, so, but yeah, but.
That's how you want me to work today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your little girl. Fantastic.
You see, we don't get married so we can share joy. We do that by default. You don't need a marriage for that. That's just human nature. You don't get married so you can have children or start a family either. Unmarried people do that all the time, often entirely by accident. And you don't get married for companionship either. Dogs can give you that. They're very, very good at it, actually. And you don't get married just for an excuse to put on a big party and invite all your friends and family and have a ton of expensive food. None of those things are why marriage matters. Marriage is important because life is difficult. It's unfair, it's random, and it's often cruel. And marriage doesn't make it easier, mind you. Being married, being sworn to another person as you're both about to be, makes it harder. Being married is hard for the same reason that being married is beautiful, for the same reason that it's worthwhile. Because being married means taking another human being, separate from yourself, with an entirely different story than your own, with hopes, dreams, fears, and desires that are, in many cases, wholly alien to you. And swearing this: I will make your problems my own. I will care about your worries as much as I care about mine. I will feel your pain as keenly as I feel my own. When you bleed, I will bleed too. When you weep, I will weep with you. That's the burden you accept when you say, I do. You choose to trade a life in which you bear one person's problems for one in which you each bear two. But worry not. This isn't a bad thing.
You look very handsome. And I made yours special so that it's more white and flowers. Myself crazy. You look very handsome. I love you. Ready to get married? Let's get married. Andrew, from our very first date, I knew that meeting you was going to change my life. I didn't quite know how, but it was obvious that you had been brought into my life for a reason. It seems too cliche to say that I knew after that very first date I was going to marry you, but the thing is, I did. The first time you pulled me into your arms, my whole world stopped. At that moment, all of my anxious thoughts and worries about our first date just melted away. I knew right then those were the arms I wanted around me for the rest of my life. Being wrapped in your arms makes me feel at home in a way I have never known before. Like a puzzle that finally found its missing piece. Saying yes to marrying you was the easiest decision of my life, because falling in love with you was the easiest thing I've ever done. You have helped me be the woman I have always dreamed I could be, but never believed in myself enough to achieve. You are my safe place, my personal cheerleader, and the greatest love story I could have ever imagined.
Taylor, 1 year and 11 months ago, we met at a chance encounter at a wedding, and now here we stand at our own. You sat next to me at the reception and were very determined to make me talk. And I'm eternally grateful that you did. And more surprisingly, you still wanted to talk after seeing me dance. In the 701 days since that night, I have been happier than I've ever known I could be. And each day you have shown me something new to love about you. Sometimes it's the random conversations that take us way too late into the night. Other times, it's you just dancing with me in the kitchen to no music at all. Or just the way you say bibimbop whenever I make that for dinner.
Bibbidi boppity.
Bibbidi boppity.
I love that you are an amazing cook and that you make me dinner every night so that I don't have to stress about what to eat after a long day at work. I love that you dance with me in the kitchen with no music playing as if we're characters in a cliche rom-com falling more in love with every sway. I love that through falling in love with you, you have taught me to love myself in a way that I never thought was possible. You have brought me so much joy in these last 2 years than I have experienced in my entire life. And lastly, I love that you are my best friend and everything I didn't know I needed. With you, I know that no matter what challenges we may face, I always have somebody on my side fighting for me and fighting for us. I've had a few people mention to me in the last few months that they are surprised at just how easygoing I've been through this entire wedding planning process. And I couldn't help but smile, knowing that your calming, go-with-the-flow personality had finally rubbed off on me. But I also knew that no matter what happened today, it was going to be the best day of my life, because I get to marry somebody who loves me more than I ever knew I was able to be loved. You have changed my entire view of what love is. You have taught me to not only accept love in ways I never could before, but to love myself in ways I never thought I'd be able to. So I vow to you that for the rest of my life, I will spend every day trying to make you feel as loved, appreciated, and accepted as you have made me feel.
You have become my best friend, my soulmate, and someone whose weird perfectly complements my own. And I look forward to building a home, a future, and a family with you. I vow to stand beside you for the rest of our lives, through good times and bad, to hold you in my arms when you're upset, to care for you when you're sick, and to brave whatever challenges that may await us. I vow to embrace the silly moments and to always meet you with the same energy, because if you're a worm, I'm a worm. And most of all, I vow to always be open and honest with you, to be faithful to you, and to love you with all that I am.
I can't promise I will be the perfect wife, and in return, I don't ask for you to be the perfect husband. Because it's in our imperfection that I know we are perfect together. I promise to love you on the good days and the bad, and every day in between. I promise to only slightly judge your bad jokes and give you a courtesy laugh as often as I possibly can muster.
That's fair.
And I promise that no matter what, you can be confident that I will always love you and stand by you as my husband. I vow to always be your best friend, your forever weirdo, and your heartworm.
Andrew and Taylor have chosen to take part in an old Scottish tradition. For while Andrew is not currently wearing a kilt, though who knows what will happen at the reception, he deeply appreciates Scottish culture. This tradition is of a hand-fasting ceremony to symbolize their love and commitment to one another as their two lives are tied into one. Thus bonded by cords, vows, and intent, do you, Andrew Benson Smith, take Taylor Christina Summers to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love her, to comfort her, honor him and keep him, in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward as long as you both shall live?
I do.
I do.
Then let us literally and metaphorically tie this knot. Andrew, you may kiss your wife. Presenting Mr. and Mrs. Andrew and Taylor Smith.
When sunrise. Every day's a gift and it makes me feel so alive, so alive, so alive. So